What's up? Hang on. I turned my TV down. I was watching the Winter Olympics earlier. Alright, I'm gonna tell you, for anybody who is listening, probably no one, but I'm gonna go over basically how to get a free Juul starter pack. Or pretty much any vape product that you might want. Say you want like a box mod or like uh, a bunch of vape equipment or anything like that you want 100% free of charge. I'm basically going to tell you how to do that right now. It works for pretty much most stores. I don't know how some stores are laid out, but it's going to work for a majority of them. Now, you can't do this if you don't have balls. You're going to have to grow some balls to do this one and stop being a little bitch about it. You're going to have to grow some nuts. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, so number one thing to keep in mind is just stay calm. Follow the plan. You'll be okay. Just stay calm and follow the plan. That's all you gotta do. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you my mindset from step one. As soon as I walk into the vape store or gas station or whatever the case may be. Step one, all the way to the ending. Okay, so first thing when you walk in, you're gonna want to scope the place out. You're gonna want to look around, see what they got. You know, just act like you're looking for stuff. You know, just looking around for any old product. Okay, but what you're really gonna be looking for is number one, how many workers are in the store. That's the first thing you got to look at. First thing when you walk in is look, you know, how many people are working. Ideally, you want one, obviously, or maybe two. I wouldn't do this if there's three, but okay, so you're gonna want one for the most part. If there's more than two, I wouldn't recommend doing it. I would recommend trying to find a different store. But hey, if you're a grown-ass man, you got some courage, go ahead and try it with three. You know, I wouldn't recommend it though. So yeah, just pay attention to how many people are in the store. Okay. Step two is gonna be look for the vape product that you want. Most of the times it's gonna be a Juul, or that's what I want mostly. You know, there's a bunch of crazy people on the internet. You might want a bunch of different things. I always want the Juul. I go through a Juul about like once every month just because I break it or end up selling it or, you know, whatever. I've had like 30 Juuls in my lifetime. But yeah, I usually want the Juul starter pack. Okay, so again, on with step two is you're going to want to locate where that is in the store. If it's a Juul or a vape or something, it's probably going to be behind the counter, you know, obviously, so people can't steal it, but we're going to be stealing it, you know. We're going to find a way around that. So, it's always going to be behind the counter. If it's not, well, they fucked up there because you can just take it and put it in your pocket when no one's looking, obviously. But it's usually going to be behind, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be behind the counter. Probably 99 times out of 100 it's going to be behind the counter. I've never actually seen a Juul starter pack that was not behind the counter. Okay, but you're going to locate where that is, and then you're going to look behind the counter at all the other stuff, and you're going to find a product that is behind the counter, but that's far away from the actual desk. So, like, just a product that is the farthest possible way from the checkout desk. This is going to give you the most time to peel, you know, to get the fuck out of there. Okay, so first thing you're going to do, once you have step one and step two established, is you're gonna proceed with step 3. You're gonna go up to the counter and you're gonna say, you know, can I get a Juul starter pack? Or vape or whatever, you know, whatever you want. And then you're gonna act like this is the only thing you want. So they're gonna be like, yep. They're gonna take it out of the box. They're gonna unlock it, take it out, put it on the counter. And once they put it on the counter, they're gonna be like, is that it? And you're gonna be like, oh wait, actually, can I get, you know? And then that's when you're gonna say, you're gonna ask for that second item that's far away from the counter. I usually do this at gas stations, so most of the time it's gonna be like a tobacco product, you know, or like, yeah, mostly tobacco product. That's usually what is far away from the counter in gas stations. So I'll be like, yeah, let me get some Swishers, man, some Swisher Reds, and they're gonna turn their back to you and walk, you know, 6 or 7 steps over to where the Swishers are. And at that point, you are going to pick the Juul starter pack up off the counter and just leave out of the store quickly, preferably quickly. Now you don't have a car you don't have to have a car to do this. I've done it without a car plenty of times. But if you have a car, you're gonna want to back into your parking spot, leave it running, and so that way you can leave before they know what even happened, so they can't get your license plate or anything like that. But I would recommend doing it without a car, because that way it's much harder to trace. The cameras aren't going to be able to pick anything up. You're also going to want to wear a hoodie, and you're going to want to put your hood up so the cameras, you know, can't see who you are. And yeah, that's basically how you do it. You get you a free Juul starter pack, 100% free of charge, or any vape thing. Now, this is more risky, but I mean, you could still do this if you want like a bunch of vape shit. I've done this before. Is you ask for, you know, a bunch of vape stuff. You talk to the person for a long time, make it seem like you're gonna buy a bunch of vape stuff, like coil tank, juice, a bunch of shit like that, and you get them to put it in a bag. Then right before they check you out, you're gonna say, wait 1 second, can I also get this thing? And then, you know, just grab the bag and leave. But that's a little bit more sketch, just because that's a lot more money that you're actually taking, and the person is going to be more upset about it. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. I've done it before. I've never got caught, ever. I've done this like 20 times. I've never got caught. So yeah, that's how you get a Juul starter pack free of charge. I would recommend doing this for the Juul, just because it's small, it's compact, it's easy, not traceable. You can just grab it and dip. You know, it's not heavy. You can just get out. Just grab it and get out. But yeah, basically, I'm going to go over the steps one more time. Walk in. Make sure there's only one person, preferably. Pick something far away from the counter for them to go get. Snag the Juul and take off. Sometimes they won't put it down on the counter. Sometimes they will hold it in their hand, and they won't set it down on the checkout counter. And even when you ask them for something else, they'll carry it with them. In that case, just be like, I left my wallet, let me run and grab that out of my car real quick, and then you just leave, you know, and just find somewhere else where they're actually going to set it down on the counter for when they go back to grab whatever other item you said. But yeah, that's basically how to do it. I might tell some stories on my channel. If anybody's even listening, comment if you want to hear some stories. Alright, that's it.